G'day, it's Monday morning and today we're coming to you from, where are we?
Somewhere on Lake Eildon.
We're at Blue Gum Campground 2 at Lake Eildon, which is a free campsite. There's a whole bunch of free campsites up here. It's been a nice spot to spend our first night in the van. We've been trying out a few systems and seeing how things go. So what worked well? What's worked well?
The bathroom was good.
Yeah, the shower was great, wasn't it?
Yep.
It's the best van shower I've ever had. Anything else that's kind of stand out works well?
Stand out? Well, cooking dinner was easy enough.
Yeah.
But possibly the induction cooktop takes up quite a bit of space on the bench top.
Which leads us into another, a thing that's probably the biggest issue we've discovered.
Coffee.
That is coffee. Coffee is a big issue. So we have the induction cooktop and we have a Bellman espresso machine, which is supposed to work with induction cooktops, but the two don't play nicely together. And so making coffee this morning was a bit of a challenge. So we're going to have to address that. That's the biggest, most serious issue that we've discovered. And you can't live in a van without coffee. So, well, we can't. So it's been going well. We're pretty happy overall. There's a few little bits and pieces we've discovered that we need to address and sort out. But for the most part, everything is working well, I think.
Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out how to live in this space.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a new thing for us, having our own van. We've hired a van before and done a holiday that way and enjoyed that. And that was kind of what led us to build our own van, was all the things we didn't like about the hire van were the things that weren't the way we would do them anyway in our own van. So that's kind of how we arrived here, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this morning we're breaking camp and we're heading to a different campsite tonight via a good coffee stop on the way. So that's next. That's what we're going to do now. So follow along and see how we go with our first trip away in the van. We've just got a visitor.
I've been replaced. Yes, I didn't put those there for you. I put them there for us. So close to it. I want to pet it. What's making?
Dinner. Chicken curry, vegetables and rice.
Builds fans and makes dinner. Wow.
Oh, I can't really take much of the credit because Melanie did most of the dinner work.
How's the outside cooking going?
Good. We don't seem to be getting as many midges and flies and stuff today as we did yesterday.
Certainly not as many inside.
Hope not. Okay, I think that's sufficiently browned. I can add the veggies now. G'day everyone. It's a warm Tuesday afternoon. We're back from our couple of nights away to test out the van and see how everything goes. So it's back to my to-do list of the final things that need finishing off on the van, and a few little things that turned up while we were away that just need tweaking and checking. I've got a few things I'm just going to go over and check fasteners to make sure they haven't loosened. We've been over a variety of roads, including up and down and windy, and some gravel and corrugations and that kind of thing. So it's a good time to just check over and make sure I haven't got any fasteners that have decided they're going to loosen over those kind of roads. So yeah, it's just into the to-do list to get those final things finished off and be able to say the van is done. So yeah, into it. This door is not sitting quite as far into its space as I would like, so I'm just gonna. It would be better to modify the doorway rather than the door. Only that will make a huge amount of mess in the van. So I'm just gonna skim a small amount off the edge of the door, which will allow it to sit further in. It's not really the best way of doing it, but it's better because it's not going to make so much mess. Quick sand on that and it should sort that issue out. Jobs that I have to do to make the van compliant with new electrical regulations that have come in is the battery box needs to be airtight to the living quarters and vented to the outside. And the reason that I have to bring it into compliance with that is because the van hasn't been complied yet. If it had been complied before the 18th of November, it would be fine, but it wasn't, so it has to be done. Otherwise I can't get insurance. So I'm just installing some panels to blank off the battery box from the rest of the electrical cabinet, and then I'll seal around the inside. And I've got this air admittance valve. It's a plumbing fitting. It's basically a one-way valve. The regulations are that if the battery's off gas, the gas has to be able to go outside the vehicle and not into the vehicle. So this one-way valve will allow gas to pass out of the cabinet, out of the enclosure, but not gas to come in, which means hopefully not allowing dust to come into the battery box. So that's why I'm using this. So just getting into it, getting it done. I tried to find some cable glands to pass the cables through, but I couldn't find any in stock that were big enough for the job. So I've wound up just drilling holes, and I'll have to they're reasonably tight to the cable, and I'll just have to glue them. So battery's back in, now just to torque up the terminals. I've got this weather seal made for stopping drafts on doors. I'm thinking that if I go around the edges of that, it'll give me the air seal for the lid, and then we can call it a day. Well, g'day. Today really is the last day of the build. We have a few jobs to finish off today. Then tomorrow the van's going in to get a bull bar fitted. And then the only thing left after that is we have to revisit the Sparky to get the RCD changed over to the correct type. So today is the last day for me on the van build. I have relatively short list of little bits and pieces that need finishing off, and then we can say, yay, it's done. So here goes. I like kiwi biscuits and jumble. Well, I believe this will work for laptops, storage and charging. I feel like you're appreciating the amazingness of this. No, you're not. It might be a bit difficult to get them out. They cut down. That's why I need a Bunnings run. Because one of the things I need is some contact adhesive. This is 5 volts, 3 amp. Actually, this is not powerful enough to charge a laptop. Just installed this extra bit of panel down in here for two purposes. One is to just help tidy up the cables inside here, but probably the main reason is to give me something to mount a second push to open catch on, because the wardrobe door did fly open a couple of times while we were away in the van on some windy and rough roads, so the second push to open catch should sort that out, give it an extra bit of holding power. Well, I'm very happy to say that the van is finished at last after many hours, long weeks and long days. It's all done. You can see yesterday the van got its bull bar fitted. It was the team at Everything 4-Wheel Drive in Cranbourne fitted that for us. It's looking really good, really happy with it. I've finished off lots of little bits and pieces, jobs that needed doing. Fitted some fly screens, which are not there at the moment, you can't see them. We're really happy with how the van's come up. Really pleased. Looking forward to moving into it next week and beginning our journey north the following week. So mattress is just in the house at the moment, using it in the house, but yeah, really pleased with the way that it's all come up. So now we're full swing into moving mode. As you can see, the big workbench is gone. The table saw, a bunch of the tools are gone, they're sold. Other stuff is getting packed up, ready to be shipped off. We're moving to the Northern Territory. Some of our stuff's going to the Northern Territory with us. Some of it's going in the van. Some of it's not making the journey. So it's a big task, but that's what's ahead of us. That's the end of episode 28 and the end of the van build series. We will do a van tour once we hit the road, and look forward to sharing that with you all, give you a rundown on the van without all the build stuff that I've been doing over the last several months. So yeah, look out for that coming up. And in the meantime, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and don't forget, be kind. See ya.